Amber Kennoy here for Everyday Kentucky with Vanessa Vale Womack and Richard Rogers. Once again, 1 to buy, 2 to sell.
And what does that mean?
What does that mean? I'm just asking the questions, people.
It's our favorite thing to talk about.
Right. So I've had my real estate license for 20 years now, and that's one thing that they drill into us at real estate school. So Kentucky is one of 6 states that still has the dower state law. And what that means, when they say 1 to buy, 2 to sell, if you're a married couple, one person can buy a property in their name. But if you are married, it takes 2 to sell that property and sign off on it. Even if one person buys the property and then gets married later, once you are married into that property. So Richard can dive into that a little bit more.
And you know, we all love a good divorce drama.
No, we don't.
We don't. There's that. That might be, I don't know. Yeah.
The TV might, but
Exactly.
We've been in those situations where you have to split
Exactly.
rooms.
So, a little fun fact, you know, a lot of our laws in Kentucky, as we hear all the time, we're living in the past. But with dower, the history of it is it protected a widow for a homestead. If the husband died, she still had a 1/3 property interest, which protected her and the children. So if something happened out on the farm, she was still going to be protected and be able to feed the kids. That's basically the history on that law.
And we still have it here.
And we are one of 6. Ironically enough, they are all in the southeastern United States. Ohio's a little more northern, but we are a true dower state here in Kentucky. Which now gets a little hairy because in modern times, with divorce being popular, and even with a lender involved, if there is a mortgage, it's company policy here at Best Title, we still like to have the spouse sign. 1 to buy, 2 to sell. So one can do it, but we want to protect all parties.
Make sure they're aware of it.
Exactly, because you've heard, you know, of that Amber Lexus in a divorce. You can go buy a piece of property too. You don't want to find that out at the end, right? Exactly. Yeah, a house you're not going to live in.
And yeah, you don't want that carrying through for sure.
Exactly.
So if you're in that situation, it's just best to go ahead and talk about it and figure out a game plan that works for everybody.
And let's be adults, because at the end of the day, it's statutory law, and we've got to be compliant.
All right. Well, again, I feel like a lot of people might have even more questions about it.
Exactly. They sure will.
How can I get over here?
BestTitle.com. We're here in Lexington. Stop by and see us. Give us a call, and we're happy to answer any questions. Yeah.
And on the real estate side, I'd be glad to help. VanessaVale.com.